Everybody gets a chair, pull it up, and we will begin. I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to get in the room because I think I got in here a little early, but I'll give y'all a few chances to get in and then we will begin. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start. And for those that are late coming in the room, maybe I will repost it. And if I do, you'll be able to catch up. And if not, maybe next time. All right, let's see what we got for today. All right, so 3 things we have today that just came out. Okay, embrace your powers. Okay, so to go ahead and make the air clear, this is for my chosen people. Okay, this is for my chosen people. And if you're on your awakening journey, this is a safe place to talk, okay? Because there's no judgment over here, okay? No judgment over here. So whatever you practice and whatever you believe, that's fine, okay? All right, so like I said, the first one is embrace your powers. Whatever your gift is, embrace it. Don't be shamefaced about it, okay? Don't be shamefaced about it. Tap in, okay? Tap in and know your gifts. Hello, thank you for joining, okay? So embrace your powers. Know who you are, okay? Don't let nobody mislead you or misguide you or have you think otherwise. If you know what your gifts are and you've been practicing and just doing what you need to do, good job. Good job, okay? Because it says embrace your powers. The next one says make the necessary sacrifice. Make the necessary sacrifice. So if there's something that you want to do, we're going to say, for example, if you want to, we're going to say go back to school. Hello. If you want to go back to school, okay? Well, guess what? There's some sacrifices you have to do. That means you can't be partying all the time. So you got to make the sacrifice to study. Okay, so whatever you're trying to do in life, and if you want to be successful in it, you have to make some sacrifices, okay? The next one says do what you love. Whenever you do what you love, then it's not working. It's not working at all. It's because you're happy and you're just doing what you love. So you're good. You're going to continuously to go and better yourself and put more effort into it because it's something that you like. We're going to break it down. For example, if someone gifted you a car, okay, it's a used car and it's a piece of crap, okay, but they were nice enough to give you a car, you know, well, you're not going to take good care of it because that's not what you wanted. You see what I'm saying? But if you was to go to a lot and got like a brand new, we're gonna say Mercedes, I'm talking about the latest year and fully loaded, all that stuff like that. Okay, well, you're gonna constantly clean your car, vacuum your car, and take care of it because it's something that you like. So like I said, with this said, it says do what you love. So when you do what you love, you are more passionate about it. And yes, you can take people's opinion and advice on certain things, but at the end of the day, the choice is yours. Okay? So do what you love, not because somebody else said, hey, I think you should do this. No, that's what they like. Do what you like. Okay? All right. Let's see. What else? What I'm saying right here is it's saying change tracks. Change tracks. Okay, so in ordinary to see something different, or you want something different to happen in your life, you're going to have to make some changes. Okay, you're going to have to make some changes. And sometimes you got to go a little bit off track, okay, to understand why you have to make certain changes. Okay, I'm just keeping it real with you. Okay. All right, and the next one basically says live life to the fullest. Now, to all my 9 to 5 people out there, okay, to all the ones that are, you got to clock in to work, I understand, okay? I understand you're trying to make a living. I understand you're trying to work and, buy this newest car or house or whatever you're trying to, work towards, okay? Kudos to you, okay? Kudos to you for waking up every morning and working and doing your best. Kudos to you, okay? But yes, there's always a but, okay? But life is not all about just work, and then you're out of here, okay? So you're gonna have to take, okay? You're gonna have to take a mental day, okay? Get your mental right, okay? You're gonna have to take a day off. You're going to either, some people jobs they have after you work for a certain, amount of time, you have like vacation time. Don't be the one that has vacation time and just ups and, not use it, okay? Because that vacation time that you have at your particular job is for you to go somewhere. Like I said, you don't even have to go out of town, okay? You can go in your own state, get a hotel or whatever, and, just relax, okay? Everybody needs a reset, okay? Everybody needs to reset, recharge, okay? Because like I said, for the ones that have a 9 to 5 job, and you're working, and that's all you know is work. Come on now. Like, how much more do you want? Like, what is it that you're trying to get? Okay? Yes, I understand you have to work to get certain things. Yes, true. True. So true. But yes, you need to work to get certain things, but you also, it's very important, okay? It's very important to have a day off or a week off or whatever. And trust me, if you don't, let me take my glasses off for this one. If you don't, your body will let you know, hey, we're tired, okay? We're tired. We need a break, okay? And then if you still don't listen, sometimes you can get sick or your body will start aching real bad where you can't perform or do certain things at that particular job. So before it gets that far, make sure, like I said, it's okay to work. It's okay to work and meet your goals, whatever you're trying to do at work, and get the things that you're working so hard for, but you also have to take a break. A break is very important. That's the reason why some jobs, even plant jobs, they have like you work so many hours, then you get like a 45-minute break or hour break. Why do you think they have that for? Okay? Because you're not a robot. Okay, you're not a robot. You are human. Humans, we need breaks. We have to take bathroom breaks, eat break. Okay? So, with that said, it's good. It's good that you're working. But also, you need time for yourself. You need time to rest. Okay, you need time to rest. You need time to regroup, recharge. Okay? All right. Okay. All right. For all my people out there that loves to learn, okay? That love to learn about whatever it is that fascinates you, okay? It says seek hidden treasures. All right. When it says seek hidden treasures, if you don't like to learn, okay? If you don't like to learn, you're going to forever be stagnant, okay? You're going to forever be stuck because there's always ways of learning certain things. And not everybody learns the same, okay? Some learn better hands-on, some learn better just by listening. Some learn better by writing. It just all depends. Okay? So, in order to seek hidden treasures in that particular thing is you have to keep learning. Okay? You have to keep learning. All right, the next one is correct your mistakes. Correct your mistakes. Like I said, nobody's perfect. Okay? Nobody is perfect, but you don't want in life to continuously making the same mistakes. Why? It's because you're not learning. Okay? If you're continuously doing the same thing over and over, making the same mistake over and over, it's because you're not learning from that mistake. And whatever you don't learn from, guess what? It eventually comes back. And so if you want to pass that phase or move to a different level, you have to correct your mistakes. Okay? All right. All right. The next one says, accept disappointment gracefully. Throughout life, I don't care you're rich, poor, successful, or not. Thank you. Appreciate that. That I am not for sure. I believe it is Juju, to be exact. Yeah, I believe it is Juju. But I have a TikTok and it's Jujuu 555. But yes, what we have in front of us, it says accept disappointment gracefully. So throughout life, you're going to get disappointment. Okay, you're going to get disappointment, whether it be in your family, your friends, or a situation. You're going to get disappointed. But when you get disappointed, don't just get all mad and frustrated and, beat yourself up about it. Accept it gracefully. Like, okay, yeah, they let me down, but okay, what can I do to get back up? Okay, don't wallow in that disappointment. Okay, don't let that disappointment turn in something whole left. Okay, turn that disappointment and switch around, make it something that works for you. Okay, the next one is face your shadow. Somebody say, what you mean face your shadow? Face yourself. Okay, a lot of times things come up on us not because other people did it or because something that happened, made us this certain way, is we have to go within. We have to go within and see what triggers us. Okay, see what triggers us or why do we behave that certain way. Okay, and in order to find out those certain things, sometimes you can meet another person and you'll be like, okay, they seem pretty shy. The question is, why are they shy? Chances are, growing up, people didn't let them speak. Number one. Number two, growing up, they was told a whole bunch of lies and they don't trust people. Hello. Yeah, so they don't trust people, so that's where they're shy. So when we see other people, that's why they say you don't judge people, because you don't know what they went through. You don't know what crap and storms and BS that they went through. So you cannot judge a person because, like, I know everybody done been to a gas station before. So when you go to a gas station, sometimes you can see a homeless person that people think, he's not okay in the head and he's over there talking to himself, whatever. You're going to be like, this man is crazy. Okay, the why. Why is he like that? Something had to happen to that particular person, the reason why they're like that. It's not they woke up and chose, hey, I just want to just talk to myself, or I want to look like I'm crazy. No, something had to happen for them to be like that. And don't think for 1 minute you're better than anybody, because the same way you're seeing this person out there acting like that, maybe one day that could be you. Okay? So never look down on anyone. Okay? Never look down on anyone, and don't judge anybody unless you want to be judged. Okay? All right. Okay, let's see what else. The next one, it says, trust the divine planning. Now, when it comes down to that, we can want this and that and third all day long, okay? And you can ask God, okay? You can ask God, the universe, whoever you talk to, okay? You can ask for something and you think it's just gonna happen like that. No, it doesn't happen like that all the time. Sometimes we have to wait. And as a human being, especially this day and time, far as patience and waiting, we don't like it, okay? We're the type of people nowadays that like microwaving and go, okay? We don't like to sit there and wait when we don't have to and we can get something convenient, okay? So with that, you have to sit back. If you ask for something and it hasn't happened right then and there, just wait. You have to wait and trust the divine planning, okay? Because God's plan is way different from ours. Sometimes we can ask for something and he doesn't give it to us, and we're thinking like, he forgot about me, or he doesn't want me to have it. No, it's not that. It's he knows something that we don't know, okay? All right. All right, so y'all, I'm not gonna hold y'all, but thank y'all for tuning in to my live, and I appreciate y'all. And like I said, for those that are afraid, okay, those that are afraid, that are very gifted, whether it's being seeing things or mediumship, you can read people, whatever your gifts is, whatever your gifts is, don't be shamefaced, okay? Don't be shamefaced, and don't try to run from your gifts, because eventually it'll slow walk you down and you won't have no choice but to use your gifts. So surrender, okay? Surrender. Take a seat and get to know what your gifts are and use them, okay? Because your gifts, like I said, is not just for you, it's to help the people. But until next time, peace.